Welcome to Quack and Co, the board game channel that's 10 minutes or less guaranteed.
Or double your money back.
Or double your money back. Today we're talking about unique uses for the extra board game components you have lying around your house, because we all know the truth. There's no way you're actually playing everything on your shelf.
Guaranteed.
So, we've thought of, well, our own approach, roughly five, our own approach to how we like to utilize and use the components we're not currently putting to use when we're playing board games.
So, Jesse, after you have punched things out, there's that piece. What do you even call that?
Like a cardboard waste shell, the punch board.
You know, it's one of these things.
Looks like this.
I mean, you all have these in your house, right?
I personally keep them underneath the games themselves, just in case, like, to lift the box up a little bit, just in case things get disoriented. Yeah,
sure.
It's a spacer.
Sure. Well, I have a much better use for them. They are compostable, as a matter of fact. If you fill these beautiful things with water, you will notice that it creates almost like a type of dirt. You can compound this together, and there's lots of nutrients in there.
This turned into that with just a bit of water?
Just a little bit of water.
Holy cow.
You can mix it with a little bit of dirt, and then it is absolutely fantastic for your plants. It will hold on to water.
You know how much I love plants.
I do know how much you love plants.
This feels surprisingly porous and wet.
Isn't that amazing?
It's almost like it's holding on to water.
So much water.
How much water did you put in here?
I actually half filled the glass, 3/4 of the way anyway, and then it's just soaked up all of that water.
Wes, that is an insanely helpful tip.
Amazing.
Now, Wes, when you're just sitting around playing a board game, something like Marvel Champions, for instance, and you are eating at the same time.
I always do that because I enjoy my games.
Into your face. Every now and then, you come across one glaring problem.
I have an issue with my teeth where something will just, it gets stuck right in there. And you try with if you have longer nails, you can kind of
I bite my nails, though, which means it just doesn't work very well.
Yeah.
So, one little card,
especially if they're sleeved,
just gonna do the trick. It'll just
get right up inside, in between those teeth.
There. And
really,
honestly,
it's almost like a much better use of floss.
My dentist has been telling me that I need to floss a lot more often than I do.
Yeah.
And so he would be thrilled to know.
He would be. Now, I know what some of you are saying. I can hear it. I can hear it already in the comments. What if you don't sleeve your cards? What if you don't sleeve your cards?
Now, honestly, if you don't sleeve your cards, here's my approach.
Yeah.
I like to get a little bit of a hook on there, bend it so you actually can have a cattle prod.
There you go.
And you just fish in between the teeth.
Really, right up in there. And having that frayed edge actually allows you to get in between those different incisors a little bit easier.
Yeah. And as it starts to soften, it actually turns into a little bit of a toothbrush.
Yeah.
And so you can go over the top of them again.
And just kind of clean your teeth. It's a gentle reminder of proper oral health.
It keeps you from having to get up from the table, which is one thing that we all know we don't want to do. Now, if you don't happen to have a game that includes cards, there are some other options.
There are, because there are times where you're going to get a little bit dry.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A little bit dry. And you may need that opportunity to kind of smooth some things along.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, fine. Not that one.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh! I was talking about miniatures being a good toothpick as well.
Yes,
but
yes,
you're 100% right. Let's go ahead and bring in this. If you're playing with a game and you have playmats in it.
Playmats, yeah.
And you're like me, who needs lotion for elbows, for my face, but I hate getting the grease on my hands.
It is one of the worst things.
I don't want to transfer that to everything else I'm touching.
Imagine if you're playing with cards and you don't want to have that grease transmitting to those cards.
This actually works as an amazing application tool. It's
an amazing applicator.
It's soft, it's gentle.
Very
Here,
soft.
go ahead and feel this.
Oh, yes.
Feel how nice this is.
That is incredibly
really
smooth.
Nice. It smooths it out all over the place.
It actually is it's a slight exfoliation at the same time.
And you can actually get on your face a lot better, I find.
Absolutely.
By putting a little bit of lotion down on your player mats, and that keeps your hands free from dirtying up everything else.
Because the last thing we want is to make our components greasy.
That's true. Now, I did get, just recently, some amazing board game components. These are actually from Ivy Studios.
Yep, for Veiled Fate.
For Veiled Fate, and they're magnetic wooden trays. And I thought to myself, how can I justify keeping these in my house? They take up space.
Tons of
for
space.
a game that I love getting off the table, but I like it at high player counts, which is a rare thing for me.
Yep, this is true.
And then I realized these don't only work as incredible board game components, they also work as dessert trays, charcuterie boards, and the nice thing is as people finish their meals, they can actually bring everything back to the point of origin and just split it all up. So, for instance, if you happen to be at a meal and you want the cookies or someone has Doritos spread out here,
It's true.
I can actually just go ahead and say, you know what, I want the Doritos, and I can just pull them off.
You can, or
so I go walking around, I get to eat a little bit.
If you're smart and you want to combine things together like me, you can steal a Dorito from your friend and then just pull off your own board that you've combined pieces together.
Really magnetic pieces or magnetic charcuterie boards is not something that the world has invented yet, and they really should.
It should.
Now, we've already established the fact that you're going to a lot of dinner parties as a board gamer, but what we haven't gone over is exactly what you have to do with the leftover food you have.
How do you get that food home with you?
We were playing board games today, and we were sitting here and eating some lo mein. Chicken lo mein, delicious. Jade, Chinese,
Amazing.
kosher, here in Cleveland.
So good.
You should try it. Here's the thing. If you've been playing some board games, you probably have the game spread out on the table.
You sure do.
Which means you have a free box.
You sure do.
And if you've gotten expansions like Hero Realms is full of, you probably have quite a few of these. These make amazing personalized portion storage containers. Don't take your friend's Tupperware. Instead, take their board game boxes home.
And they don't need them anyway.
Yeah, it's 100% true. And the nice thing is, not only is this airtight because they had to protect the components inside, but it's also packaged fresh to bring to work the next day.
And these are small enough to actually put in your pocket.
100% pocket size.
So that way you don't even have to worry about it on your way home.
Now, as we've acknowledged, you're going to a lot of different board game parties. You're the socialite of the season.
You are.
And you're bringing leftover homes for man's best friend.
Yeah.
But what do you do with man's best friend when you're gone? We have the answer. The answer is the box itself. Here we have Frosthaven, a new hit on the board game scene. And don't worry, we have punched just a few little air holes because man's best friend...
Here you go, out of our carry box.
I got it right here.
Oh,
man's
perfect.
best friend needs to be comfortable, well-fed, and also safe while you're gone. If you're anything like Ash here, your dog will leave, potty trails around the house because she's anxious that you've left. And while she hates boxes, we feel like this is an amazing opportunity for her to bond with the one thing she despises the most in this world. Hype up. I know. I feel bad about that too. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope this has been both informative and helpful. And we hope that Ash has forgiven us for the darkness we subjected her to because we've also given her multiple treats of chicken.
Yes.
Shira, I would like to formally apologize to you considering this dog is yours.
Sorry.
I'm with a professional dog trainer. We'll see you next time. Remember, less time watching means more time playing. This has been a Quack and Co production. Hit that subscribe button down below and have a happy holidays. So sorry. She is not thrilled about this.
What a good girl.
Here, can I give you a piece of chicken? Hi, Asher.
What a good girl,
Come
Asher.
Here.
Oh, so good.
Good girl. I'm so sorry, baby. This is not gonna be long. He's a professional dog trainer. He recommended this.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.